Alright, we are back for Operation Black Summer. We've got a decently powerful squad of full specialists that we geared up for a roadway map, given we were given the hint we were going on a long and narrow one. We've got a couple snipers, we've got an LMG gunner, we've got a rocketeer, shotgun scout, and an infantry. There's scopes scattered among the squad as you'd expect. What am I telling you about this in here for? Let's get down there, let me show you for real.
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike team is touching down now. Standing by for your orders.
Roger, Big Sky. Reading you 5 by 5. Strike 1 has the green light for deployment.
You see this? This is some good meld placement. You see this one too? Yep. This is pretty good meld placement. Right off the bat, we have got 2 meld canisters in sight. The greed continues. But this is not a UFO map. We've been getting very greedy with rushing the meld on the last couple of UFO maps. And that's good for getting meld, but this is not UFO. This is abduction. So we need to be a little bit more careful here. Now, with the meld being so close, it also changes how quickly it's going to take to expire. See, the meld expires based on, the time for the meld to expire is based on how far you start from the meld. So this meld canister that starts right next to me, this is probably going to expire after this turn because it's within range. Whereas if the meld had spawned over here, for example, you could expect that canister to last about as many blue movements as it would take a standard mobility soldier to reach it. So, it would take 3 or 4 or 5 turns before that meld would expire, let's say, maybe 6. And I think the further in it gets, the more margin for error the game gives you, because it knows you're going to get in stuff like firefights. So really with meld, the game's trying to say, keep up a moderate, pretty fast pace, and you're going to get rewards. But there's things I'm worried about here. Now there is one cute little spot on this map that can really threaten you. If you hit contact at the front on this map, it's very narrow, there's no flanks to worry about. You're going to hit contact to your front and you're going to get in a standard firefight. That's fine. But there is one spot on this map which strikes terror into my heart, and that is this little corner here. Because for some reason, I've had many times where a little pack of aliens just loves to sit right here, and you'll move up and just trigger line of sight of them when you take the meld or whatever, and suddenly you've got 3 floaters fucking you up on your right flank. That said, I really want both of these melds. So we're going to be mindful of that, but we are going to move up. Now, who's my fast man? This one anyone can get, but I want to think about who's going to take this right side meld. Who's my fastest man? Well, it's not going to be the Rocketeer. Obviously, Daishi would be the top man for the job, but Daishi's a little far back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count the movement here. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I could just maybe, I don't know how diagonals work really with mobility, but I could just maybe get this meld if I move my infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And definitely if I move with my Rocketeer. So we want to decide who's going to go for that second meld now, because it kind of makes us also decide who's going to be worried about the back. Now we're on a moderate mission, so it's unlikely I'm going to have to use my rocket straight up. So it might seem a little irresponsible to run my rocket up to get this meld, but I think it's going to be okay. We'll run him up. We're likely to make contact on that second movement. That's going to be a hunker in the full cover that is the meld. Then he's in a good position to engage, because that is full cover as well as being meld. Looking at our overarching strategy, what we want to do here is use Heavy cover, heavy cover, heavy cover. We want to make the best use of the heavy cover we have to move up and have a good engagement with whatever we activate here. Beyond that, we want to put our snipers up on the high ground balcony to exploit the rest of the map. And possibly also flank around through the high ground before we take on this higher elevation. There's also a ladder here that we're going to want to worm our way to. And because more contact is likely to come from the right, because the map makes this L shape, we're going to want our... Did we bring a grenadier? No, okay. Well, that makes things pretty easy. We're just going to want our rocket on the right, close to contact, so it's in range. Snipers staying on the far left, LMGs somewhere in the middle. And our shotgun on the right with the Rocketeer with that flashbang. Infantry in the middle of the LMGs, and that's going to be about it. So, much like ripping off a band-aid, when you're going to possibly get yourself in trouble, get yourself into trouble on the first move. You don't want to find out with your 6th move. You know, you don't want to move everyone but the Rocketeer, then move the Rocketeer and make contact, and find out the hard way that you're in trouble. You want to find out you're in trouble now.
Heading out.
So far, we're not in trouble. Okay. Next move. Who do we want in this position? Well, we want our LMG to be in a good position. So, Kamikaze may as well move up.
Yes.
We're going to send our scout around to the right, like we said we would.
Headed there now.
And I don't want to move up beyond these guys, just in case line of sight freaks out and I activate those aliens. Now that I'm 3 soldiers into my movement, I'm very committed. But I still want to make sure I'm set up for a good next turn. That's going to mean if the Rocketeer is moved to this meld, I need to have my troops able to get to this car at least to support him. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I move my infantry here, I can make it to this car, no problem. My snipers don't need to get close, I can put them wherever the hell I want. So... do we have anyone of low profile? No, they're both fresh out of everything. So we'll stick 1 in the half cover,
Roger that.
1 right back. I wish there were more cover spots back here to put them both in, but we'll just have to have 1 closer up because I don't feel comfortable leaving them out in the open on a map that isn't quite long enough to, you know, a floater could go crazy and come spot them right at the back, maybe. It's very unlikely, but I'm just staying paranoid. So now we'll steady our aim. You're gonna do nothing because you can't move and do anything.
Got it covered.
Can't do nothing.
Affirmative, covering now.
And you may as well hunker. Alright, and whatever happens, looks like we're on track for a second canister and meld. That makes me happy.
Copy that.
Probably about to make contact. Yep, there you go. 3 thin men.
Just got hot in here.
Oh, and there they are.
They got me flanked.
I think the worst part about that activation, and I'll have to remember now that this meld canister activates them, I think the worst part about this isn't that they're there, it's that you don't reveal them until you get halfway through the map. I'd forgotten exactly where it happened at. So that's very problematic. Because the Rocketeer is stuck in this position. We can't move and shoot. Oh god. And all of our people... all of our people are in a bad position. What have we got to deal with this little ditty we found ourselves in? That's 3 floaters down there. Let me take count before I forget. I believe it was 3 thin men up here, 3 floaters at the back. Tokens out for the lads. We've got a smoke. The infantry can't really do both smoke and shoot because she's not in a proper cover position for the thin men to the front. We're going to have to ignore these thin men, and that's dangerous. They might even hurt our Rocketeer. Luckily, he's in heavy cover, and hopefully they'll just acid us. But the main problem here is the floaters. Now, if I have to, I will take both those infantry shots, but what we're probably going to have to do here, try and rocket this ute to kill the floater that's hiding behind it. That's step 1. Actually, we've got a shotgun too, which we can run back there and deal with people as well if we have to. Our 2 sniper shots, and this is one of those plans where if we miss, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Our 2 sniper shots can attempt to deal with these 2 floaters. We are within critical range, thankfully, but the enemies are flying, so there's a 25% to crit, that's it. It's not like they're exposed. The flash is on the Scout, and that shotgun's going to be necessary to kill some dudes, so we're probably not going to want to use that flashbang. So this is going to come down to some real nasty shit. Now, worst case, I can suppress one of them if they get left over. But I really need this ute to explode so that the floater behind it dies or takes a lot of damage. It's a very inaccurate shot because of my Rocketeer being low rank and having moved and not having snapshot. But it's really what needs to happen. So, you know, I'm even going to aim it up a little bit. Just in case that the rocket overshoots by a few tiles, I want it to be at the right elevation so it can potentially deal damage to those floaters. I'm hoping that it's not going to scatter far enough to hit my Scout. It really shouldn't. But, you know, you don't know until it happens. So let's see what happens. Yeah, come on. Let's do it. Find out what happens.
Rockets away.
Oh, my Scout actually took a little bit of a dent there, but the damage resistance saved her from hiding behind the car. Thank you. So, that really didn't solve a whole lot for us. Potentially, though, it has put this floater a couple of points into damage. So if we can kill these 2, we can run the gunner up and use that anti-personnel grenade we put on him to make sure he was able to move and shoot. So really what this depends on is our snipers being able to hit these shots and being able to deal good enough damage with them. I wonder if I could AP grenade these guys by landing the... Yes, I can. Yes, that's good. Show me again. Show me. I saw it. Show me again. I saw it. Damn it all if I didn't see it. I know I can hit you. I'm trying to bounce the AP grenade off this truck cab in a way that it's going to let me damage these floaters. It looks like I was able to. I swear yeah, there it is. So if I have to, if I wound these guys lightly enough that I need to finish off of an AP, hopefully we can AP grenade them. Alright, so first we're going to start here with our sniper shots. I'd say it's smarter to hit the back one. Ideally I could catch all of them in the blast radius, I wonder. But I'd say it's smarter to hit the back one first, as we can get better range bonuses on this one. So let's hit the back one with our sniper. You can't miss, snipers, or we're dead. Oh! Absolutely stellar work there. Now we need exactly that to happen with this sniper. Please, if you please. Please. That's a miss, isn't it? I didn't need you to miss, I needed you to hit. I needed you to hit, little buddy. Alright. So that's pretty bad. Life just sucks sometimes. Now we're going to have to deal with him with my infantry, I think. I would like to be able to run my shotgunner to deal with this floater, worst case. Now, that is a bit scary because potentially this Thin Man probably has the mobility to run to this car, but I think this heavy cover truck will block that shot on my Scout, so I think my Scout would be safe if I move there. So we really just need to focus all our firepower onto dealing with this floater, and if we can do that, we should be safe. Not that we have a lot of firepower left to handle that, in case you haven't noticed. So we really need the infantry to deal some heavy damage here. And how to do that best. Maybe, it's really whether I'm willing to sit the infantry in no cover to take 2 Hail of Bullets shots. If I run up, I can potentially get a range advantage on this floater, which is going to make that one shot, you know, a little bit more likely to hit. Maybe we're talking 70% at best. But if that shot misses, I'm still fucked. So what I might have to come down to is maybe the thin men will stay there and just shoot at me and won't advance. Maybe they can't make it to this taxi and see my infantry and hit me. So I can just stay in stay in no cover. But if I don't kill these floaters, someone's gonna die. So I think the real choice to make here is to take 2 shots of my infantry if necessary. Alright. So that's going to a pretty bad place. Now we're not looking so bad because I can throw an AP grenade at both these guys and hopefully be okay. So what we're going to do to make that happen is run our gunner right over, and he should be nice and out of range of any thin men that run down, we hope. I think. I hope so. And now we're going to see what we can do with this all-important AP grenade. Now the problem with this AP is that I'm not going to be able to hit both of these floaters. Because it doesn't go through cover, I have to put it on the cover to hit this floater, so it's not going to hit both of them. Now I've still got an infantry shot on this floater, but at this point I think I need to move my scout around, see what I can wangle with the AP grenade, and then go from there. Flying target minus 30. The alternate thing I could do is run my scout to this position, shoot straight up and pray I don't miss, and then AP grenade the other one. Decisions. See, because I can't get the AP grenade very close to this floater, it's liable to only do 2 damage. Which is obviously going to be very bad. But if the shotgun shot misses this floater, I'm in a lot of trouble. I feel like the safest thing to do is to probably, you know, the base damage of an AP grenade is 2. I'd have to get very unlucky to roll, to not at least roll a 3 here. It's definitely possible, but I think I can at least roll a 3 here. Out of a potential like 6 or 7. It's not exactly a hard 6, you know? But if it fails, we are in a lot of trouble. I just gotta make sure this grenade is as close as humanly possible to this floater to get the maximum damage out of it. Let's get right on his elevation level, and let's pray. I almost can't watch. 3! No! Now we're in trouble. Oh, now we're in a lot of trouble. Now, I can flashbang both of these floaters as damage control. And that's all well and good. But consider they've got exposed shots on me, and they have elevated ground against me. So they've already got like plus 20, I believe it is, from elevation. Or is it plus 10? I can never remember. They've already got an elevation bonus against me, plus I'm exposed. So that's like a 75% shot. I flashbang it and their aim drops. That's going to take them down to, let's say, 25 to 35% to hit me, plus their range bonuses. It's going to be another, it's going to be like still a 40 or 50% shot to hit my exposed troops. And I could put the scout in, you know, in cover here, but you know, it's not guaranteed to go very well. This is a real good lesson for, even when you think there's no reason to, you should put your troops in cover just in case. I wanted to get the sure thing movement to the car, but I should have been in the cover because that would have made this much easier. I would have just shot already. I think I'm going to bet on the thin man staying where he is, take this extra shot, because I'm not comfortable with flashbanging these two. So you have to hit, Merlin. You didn't hit. Okay. Now I literally can't kill these floaters both at once. Now to mitigate the problems here, I'm going to have to flashbang them. And God, that is not good. They could potentially kill 2 people because I'm not going to be taking a shot here. But if I leave them both to roam, it's a big deal. Potentially, I could have overwatched with this infantry to try and scare them, but when they've got shots this good on flanks, I think they would have just taken the shot. So, now I'm just going to have to flashbang them both. And boy, that is not a fun place to be in. God, that's bad. There's just no other way to put it. God, that is bad. That is really, really bad. But we're going to have to take our licks like men. Because there's no other option. So we're going to run.
Moving out.
And they're still going to have quite decent odds to hit us. And their crit is going to be unaffected. It's a real bad time for XCOM right now, folks. It's a real bad time. Again, I've got to make sure this flashbang catches both of them, or we all in some shit. And it's proving quite finicky. There we are, that should do it. Okay, please disorient both of them. Okay. Oh god, this is horrible. I told you about that goddamn spot, man. Every time I check it, they're not there, but every time I don't check it, they are there. Now you're suppressing. Okay. What's the floaters doing? You're gonna take a shot. Oh, lucky one. Lucky one. Okay, here come you. Here come you. You're shooting at me. Nope, you're aciding me. Alright, we'll deal with that next turn. It's not me dying. You've got an elevation bonus. Nope, you're running down. Works for me. You've dashed up. Oh god, you're getting close up. Oh, thank god. You took the range bonuses over the flank. Okay, so we're not out of the woods yet. Now it's damage control time. Well, no, I just used that phrase completely wrong. We haven't taken any damage, but we're not out of the woods yet. We should be able to kill both these floaters, though, and that's going to be a huge load off my shoulders. So we're going to be... Oh my god, I've got a snipe on that thin man. That's excellent. We're going to hopefully be killing these floaters of everyone but the snipers. That's going to leave the snipers to engage these thin men and take the pressure off my rocketeer. Flashbangs also, folks. This is a great advertisement for flashbangs. Do not leave home without them. They are the panic button before you get abilities that are your panic buttons. And early game, every enemy but drones is susceptible to them anyway. They're really great. You need to use them. They're fantastic. So anyway, as the floaters are ringing in their ears and barely having any vision, let's go ahead and wipe them out.
Aye, aye, Commander.
God, that was lucky. Now, because I got so lucky, this 97 will miss. Or fail to kill him. Alright, you just gotta make my life that little bit harder. And that does make my life that little bit harder, because now I've got a heavy cover floater with flank shots on everybody. How am I gonna deal with them? Well, I'm gonna have to waste my really good sniper shots dealing with this son of a bitch. And look at that shit. Look at that goddamn shit. 67, he's right next to me. I'm gonna have to deal with this guy too. And he's not gonna be flashbanged anymore after this turn. So I'm not gonna get to use my sniper shots on that juicy exposed fin man, and that is really disappointing. I mean, hell, if I'm not careful, these floaters aren't even gonna die because that shotgun just rolled a 4. By the way, god damn it, fuck you shotgun for rolling a 4. You just had to make this nightmare not end, didn't you? God damn. Okay, well, all you can do that's really helpful is shoot that guy, so we're probably going to take that first. Huh, acid doesn't lower my rocket range. I would have shot that. Damn it. Oh, maybe I can still... No, it doesn't really help me that much. Wow, acid really doesn't fuck with your rocket accuracy at all, does it? That's cute. Okay, so we need to deal with these thin men first. Please be killings. Ah, you son of a bitch. Do you guys not understand how badly I need you to kill this floater? Oh my god. I'm gonna die.
Damn it. Enemy is still alive.
I am actually going to die here. It won't fucking die. The floater from hell will not fucking die. No one can kill them. I'm actually fucked. Wow, I'm actually fucked. Oh my god. If pistols hadn't got the shit nerfed out of them, I might be doing a little bit better. But my pistol's unlikely to do anything here either. Good Christ, I'm actually screwed. Oh my god. What the hell am I gonna do here? Oh my god, what the hell am I actually gonna do here? If I don't kill that one, my Rocketeer is really in trouble. Oh my god, I'm actually screwed. Someone help me! Someone help me get out of this hell. My shots did not have the desired effect and now I'm in a lot of trouble. %50 with the sniper rifle. Sit still and shoot again. Shoot and smoke. Oh, Christ, what the hell do you do? Alright, let's focus, let's get this done. It really comes down to, we've got a sniper, an infantry, and a Rocketeer left. Rocketeer can't engage the targets because of friendly problems. Like, if I hit this floater, that's great, but then the ute blows up and it kills my scout. If I'd realized that acid didn't fuck up your rocket range, which I thought it did, I would have just taken this rocket at the start and dealt with that problem, you know, straight away. But that's not the world we live in anymore. So really, all I can do to get maximum mileage out of this is probably shoot and overwatch. Oh my god, I'm just so boned. There's really nothing else to do. Let me just check my pistol shots here because it might be safer to get in cover, but range. What's your pistol shot? Range. Alright, I only need to deal 1 damage to this guy, so it might be safe here to move into cover and take this shot. But then who the hell deals with that floater, you know? Good god, this has just got no answers. I'm gonna have to move into this meld canister position, bet on my ability to kill this thin man with a rocket, and I'm gonna have to shoot the other one. This is hell. We're in hell right now.
Rolling.
This is gonna be slightly worse to hit than the sniper rifle, but at least it keeps me a bit safer. Oh my god, I'm actually fucked.
Damn it.
I'm actually fucked. Unless... there's one slim hope, and that is... if I can kill this floater with my infantry, I could potentially high elevate shot that floater with the rocket. It's sure better than what else I've got going for me. Ah, Christ. That isn't the move I should have made. Because you know what? He was about to run. He was about to run from being overwatched by this scout. I could have overwatched with Merlin, and that probably would have given me a better accuracy shot on him. So that probably wasn't the smart move to make. Similarly, I really wish I could blow up these damn thin men with this rocket. But now I have to make the most danger close rocket ever. I hope scatter doesn't go up and down elevation because I need this to not kill my people. But I need one of these floaters to die or it's all over. Alright. This is what it all comes down to. Hit it. Alright. Sorry about that, Gunner. Hope you understand. Yep. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move.
Yes, Commander.
Don't move. Oh my god, no.
Incoming fire.
I don't care where you're moving, it can't be good. Just stay where you are, please. No, god, no. No, stop. Stop. Stop it.
Please, no.
Stop it. Hey, actually, that's not the worst thing you've ever done. I mean, you're probably going to die to the thin men now, but you have actually managed to put yourself in better cover. What do you do? Do you move on bet on him being too scared to come and attack this scout? Or do you sit still and die? I gotta take cover. What's your play, Floater? What's your horrible play?
They're falling back.
You're falling back because you're scared. Thank God. Now my Rocketeer's in a lot of trouble. We're still not out of the woods. Because these thin men are going to take some nasty accuracy shots of their carbines and he's in a world of hurt. In that half cover, he is in a world of hurt. And it's really going to be all over, but the goddamn crying of the range bonuses on this shot. Oh my god. Oh! You didn't even shoot him, you shot the goddamn flank gunner. We have got a gunner down, everyone is panicking. Good god. This is the worst. Now, I really need you snipers to start hitting the shots I pay you for at this point. Okay, so this Rocketeer is still probably very dead because we can't hunker him because he's still panicking. I don't know who has the other medkit. Eco has the medkit, so we're gonna get that gunner back up hopefully. We've got to deal with this floater. But you know, worst comes to worst, we can hopefully plan that he's going to keep falling back because he's scared. Meanwhile, we've got to deal with this shithead thin man. Oh, man. So what we're going to do is move up here. There's not a lot we can do for the Rocketeer, really. We're going to move up here. Hope that we can see that floater. There you go. Oh my god, I've got an exposed shot in a thin man, but it's not really good enough. I can't see the floater, but I can hopefully scare that thin man from moving up with my own overwatch. This shot is so guaranteed to hit this Rocketeer if I let him take it because of how close range it is. So as scary as this floater is, the safest thing to do for our Rocketeer, I believe, is to... I mean, it's 50%. It's not even likely to do the 4 to 6 damage necessary to kill him. That's much more likely to hit. That floater could come back and bite me in the ass. I've just got to do what I've got to do here, and that's take the thing that's going to definitely help.
He's down.
In a perfect world, I would have been able to kill this thin man, and hopefully that floater would have run back, and this guy wouldn't have flanked, but really this Rocketeer is just in a hell of a position. But hopefully we're going to scare him off with the shotgun. This left one's not going to be scared, he's going to take a shot at that Rocketeer. Reload. Oh god, oh god. You're shooting at my scout. Why are you shooting at... Ow, ow, ow! I don't know why you did that, but alright. And we scared that thin man into running away. That's good. Okay, so we're still in hell. For those of you keeping score at home, we're still in hell. At least the floater's dead. Now this thin man needs to die so we can stabilize. And we're going to get our people the hell out of this situation. And we're going to get him out fast. We have got medkits on both the snipers. God damn, he's one turn from bleeding out. If I don't get a move on, I'm not going to be able to revive him. That's a stabilize, actually. That's a stabilize. If we kill this thin man, I can move and stabilize him. My understanding is if this little bright dot is within the circle, it counts. So we can stabilize the gunner next turn and shoot this turn. That's critical here. Speaking of critical, we've got a critical % shot on this guy, so we're going to take that first. Why you gotta miss?
That's a load of bull.
Why you fucking gotta miss right now? Do you understand how much I need you to not miss right now? And you still miss. You're not doing what I need you to do. Alright.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Run up. What's our odds on the shotgun? They're piss poor. Christ almighty. Christ almighty, things are looking bad, aren't they? Look, 1 in 3 isn't usually very good odds in XCOM, but I need them. I simply need them. We need to start playing risks, or we're not going to come out ahead. And we're not going to come out ahead at all at this rate. Come on, come on. You're the last hope we have. You're on target. You're not dealing enough damage.
Burning through ammo fast.
Now you're leaving it up to the damn pistol on my infantryman. That's not somewhere you want to be. Come on, come on. You're making this real fucking hard on me. %31% or 60%. I know what the better odds are to play here, and that's to smoke and take the 60% with the carbine because of the range bonuses. He's going to take more damage from the acid, but I'd like people to live through this before I worry about how much time they're going to spend in the sickbay. Make it happen. Yep, get in the car. Throw that smoke. If you ever wanted to see me making very hard choices, tonight was the night to tune in. 60% and you gotta hit. You simply have to. Ah, son of a bitch.
Oh, shot wide. We need emergency.
Hunker, hunker.
Damn it, now!
Good. Works for me. Hunkered in smoke. Honestly, that's not terrible. Oh, fuck, you're flanking my sniper now, aren't you?
They're on
Good God!
incoming fire.
Oh, get me out of this hell. Okay, now we have to revive Kamikaze.
Heading to that location.
No matter what, we have to get him up. Stabilize.
Nothing's broken. You're fine.
I don't care what else you tell me, he has to be brought back to life. I'm not going to let him bleed out down there. And now, the deeper you go with your infantry refusing to reload, the deeper shit you get yourself into. God, we've got nothing. We've got nothing. We have got nothing. Oh my God, we've got nothing. We've got fucking nothing. We've got nothing and they know it. All we've got is pistols. God damn it! Hit, you son of a bitch! Fuck me! It never ends. It never ends, this shit. This really is pistol day.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Come on, come on. About time!
I need ammo.
About time one of those pistols hit.
Empieza la fiesta.
And our Rocketeer is still in trouble. Just gonna have to continue moving up and intimidating them. Which isn't easy to do. Isn't easy to do when you've only got a shotgun left.
I'm on it.
Good Christ, here they come, here they come. Of course, the intimidation factor doesn't mean anything when they can't see you. But we could have chipped off a little health with the pistol if we got lucky. Here comes another shot on that Rocketeer! Oh, it's acid, he's reapplying acid. Works for me, works for me. One thin man left at this point, this is the shot. We survived this and we're okay. Oh, I lied, we're not okay, I just wanted the god to take pity on me. We're not actually okay. Oh my god. This is so horrible. But my Rocketeer is no longer poisoned. He can successfully hunker. He can't run very far because the acid is fucking him up. But he can successfully hunker, and that's important. All you've got to do, Kung Ta, is this guy, so do that guy. And it's time for you guys to start hitting. There you go! Good fucking job, buddy. Good fucking job. Same for you. You guys need to hit for me, please. This is why I brought you. Good fucking job.
Got no ammo.
Can we please keep these good fucking jobs going? No? Okay. I'd like to keep the good fucking jobs going, thanks. I'd like that a lot, actually.
On the move.
Hey, please, maybe. There you fucking go! That's fucking it! That's fucking XCOM! Fuck yeah! Fuck yes! XCOM! XCOM! XC goddamn OM! Motherfucker! We're all alive. Some of us are less alive than others, but by the definition of alive, we are all alive, even if some of us are taking dirt naps. Whew! We got out of that goddamn hornet's nest. Well, we learned a lot out of that engagement, and one thing we definitely learned is that this corner is never to be fucked with. I know I learned that this meld canister is exactly when you activate that corner, and not to feel comfortable before then. And we also learned that no matter how juicy the meld is, you don't go for it until you know this corner is clear. Even if you have to throw a scanner in that corner to get the meld, you do it, because good god, I never want to go through that flanking action again. But we've made it, somehow. I don't know how, but we've made it. Now we're gonna hunker to avoid any further acid damage. We're gonna reload.
Ya podemos seguir.
And we're gonna reconsolidate here. Now, we've taken a lot of health damage. We're one shot away, one unlucky shot away from a sectoid from these two dying. So they're not going to be doing much frontline duty anymore. Now it's going to come down to our snipers to really pull their weight. We couldn't do it in the way we engaged before, but the intent is for these snipers to be sitting back taking free, safe pot shots, while we have someone with a lot of health, hunkered in full cover, acting as their spotter from round to round. That's obviously going to be Merlin now. Infantry are good candidates for spotters because they can shoot then hunker. which makes them obviously very useful in that role. We've lost our LMG suppression, so that's another reason we can't get caught up in a fight. We've already used all our rockets, another reason we can't get caught up in a good fight. What we're going to want to do here is pray that the sectoids are in this position, get the perfect sniping position on this cop car, and pummel them with our rifles from long range. We're going to want to prevent them from flanking us with scouts in position, but other than that, that's the plan. But before we can commit to that, we need to make sure that this back half of the map is clear. To do that, we're going to keep our wounded troops back while our infantry moves up. Infantry's kind of got a one-man this show, calling in fire for the snipers now, with the scout and the rocketeer quite wounded. It might be a good call here to use my remaining medkit on the scout so that she's able to stay in the fight. She's not really combat effective on the health she's at now, but if I give her a medkit, she'll be back up to full health, and then she can be on the front line with Merlin. And just in case you get panicked, you want someone there with you to cover you. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have to make sure that nobody else gets unconscious, or I'm really going to get punished for it. So first, let's start moving our snipers up.
Headed there now.
Keep hunkering to reduce the damage from acid. Reloading.
Solid copy. Back online. Back in.
And preparing. We're going to run that scout back to get healed.
I'm on the move. We're green to go.
Man, what an absolute pistol bonanza that turned into with us running out of ammo. Good God. Oh God, and there's still floaters left to kill. This is going to be hell. It's going to be hell on earth. Okay, so you run your ass up here. You're going to get healed.
Rub some dirt on it, you wimp.
Yeah, don't be a wimp. We're alive. Be happy.
I'm on the move.
Sniper in position.
Heading out.
Run back. Keep that overwatch coming. Keep hunkering. That was horrible. That was so horrible. Man, that poison's lasting a long time, huh? Still, you're a real trooper. You know what? A lot of the time, panicked rookies and panicked soldiers make really bad moves. But that move he made, where he fired the rocket, panicked from the acid, and then took cover from the floater, that was actually a life-savingly good move. That was some good shit. Good fucking work, Organ. That was a real smart move to make. I didn't even tell you to do it. That was all you. I'm proud of you.
Heading to that location.
Look at this shit. I'm down to red on my sniper rifle. When your sniper's pistols have run out of ammo, that's how you know it was a good firefight.
Good to go.
Good to go.
Recibido. Te estoy vigilando.
Ooh, Nelly. Alright, we're finally out of acid.
You hear anything?
Now it sounds like a lot of the enemies are on the right. So if we're lucky, we're going to be able to put our snipers up on that car. Engaging in this position isn't going to be very good. Engaging with the snipers, having elevation bonuses from this cop car, that's going to be a real game changer. So if we can take that cop car, we're going to be in a lot happier place.
Voy hacia allá.
Okay.
Let's hope we can make that happen.
On my way. Back online.
Ojo avisor, comandante.
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
I'm still reeling from that fight. That was some sick shit. Like bad sick. Sick nasty, but not in a good way.
Aye, aye, Commander.
It was sickening. It's awful.
On overwatch.
Recibido. Te estoy
Roger, I've got
vigilando.
my eyes on.
What was that?
And the real takeaway is just never ever underestimate that corner. Jesus Christ, that corner almost cost me the game.
Heading there now.
Ya voy.
But hopefully we're going to come out of it alright.
Poniéndome en guardia.
Affirmative, covering now.
Alright. Do me a favor, Daishi. Take this ladder for me.
Moving.
Alright. Looks like we've almost taken this cop car. And that's a good place to be.
A la orden, comandante.
Come get some.
Ojo visor, comandante.
I'm on it.
Yeah, I'm coming for you, floaters. Hold on.
What was that?
Moving.
Alright, we can move our snipers up. That's good. So now we're going to get our snipers
Headed
moving
there now. Solid
as
copy.
safely as possible.
Got it covered.
Ojo visor,
Eyes on the
comandante.
prize.
We're going to slowly creep up to that cop car. Get in position.
Aye, aye, Commander.
And punish the aliens with our elevation bonuses.
Got it. Moving. Yes, sir.
Bring our Rocketeer back because we don't want him getting caught out there by Overwatch rushes from floaters when the shit hits the fan.
Got it covered.
Recibido. Estoy vigilando.
Alright.
¿Quién hace ese ruido?
Now let's bring those snipers up.
That's affirmative.
And in a couple turns, we should be ready.
Heading to that location. Roger that. Good to go. Headed there now.
Roger that. Scanning.
Got it covered.
Poniéndome en guardia.
Whew, God. Alright. Now we just need to get in
Heading
position.
there now.
Aye, aye, Commander. Roger that.
Now, we've got a real blind spot here in that we're not going to be able to engage anything this close because of the way the line of sight works. We're also not going to have great odds on being able to see anything behind this truck. But it sounds like most of the contact is up on the high ground hill, and that's where we're going to have perfect long-range supremacy to shoot at. Probably not actually going to have elevation bonuses because they're roughly level. But any sectoids who run down to fight us, we're going to have elevation bonuses on. And hopefully just having the long range should be a real advantage to dealing with the floaters here. Oh boy.
Poniéndome en guardia.
Get some.
Come get some.
Now, how best to proceed here is going to be important.
¿Qué demonios era eso?
Once we make contact, we've made contact, and there's no backing out of it, because we're going to start getting pinned by overwatches and whatnot. So it's important that where we make contact is in a good spot that we're happy with. Now, I could either go left, move up to this truck. If I don't have contact by then, I'm going to be making further moves up to this tanker. Or, I can try and spot the floaters from down here, which is likely, then immediately run back to cover behind this SUV, use this as my defensive position. This works because I could also have an infantry behind here covering as well. That's going to keep them nice and bottled up there. They're not going to be able to get to my snipers. And it also means that I'm less likely to activate the sectoids, and if I go straight up the middle, I could activate a sectoid pack here, a floater pack here. If I come from the right, I'm more likely to just activate the one floater pack because there's less space to activate on. So what I'm going to do is bring my scout back down, and we're going to use the scout to activate.
Heading to that
I want the scout to
location.
activate because the scout's got lightning reflexes, and floaters sometimes go on Overwatch for their reveal move.
I'm rolling.
So we want to be ready.
Voy hacia allá.
Heading out.
En guardia, por supuesto.
Now, using my 3 troops best would probably be Organ perhaps right here, hunkering most of the time so as to make sure he's not targeted, followed by infantry on this left corner, Scout hiding, ready to pop out and shotgun anything that gets too close. I think that might be the way to go. The only way we could play it safer is to have Organ behind one of these 2 spots, waiting for a real close range floater to come in. And that might be safer because hunker down, you know, if they roll that 1 or 5% chance to hit me, Organ's dead. So it might be safer to just keep him right way back. But first, let's get Merlin up there.
I'm on the move.
I think I will take the safer route here with Organ. Keep him nice and far back.
Ojo avisor, comandante.
Roger that. Scanning.
¿Oís eso?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be floater time soon.
Afirmativo.
Moving.
Oh yes it
Recibido.
is.
Te estoy vigilando. A ello voy.
Alright, everyone's in position. We're ready for the scout to go.
Getting out. Got it covered.
Here we go. This should activate floaters. Unless they're right at the back.
Será eso.
Then it's going to be all up to us to snipe them out.
I'm on it, Commander. Got something over
There
here.
you go. Oh yeah, stay on the ground, you little shitheads. You have no idea how fucked you are. Alright, this is good. They haven't got the elevation bonus because they don't realize how flanked they are. I've got good accuracy on the first one. That means I may as well focus my fire on hitting the rear one with all his health, hitting the leader before he gets in the air. Once that leader gets in the air, he's going to get damn good ground bonuses. He's going to be even harder to hit. So let's take him out now. There's half the damage. Now we're going to finish the job. There you go. Snipers finally pulling their weight in the way I intended. Of course, I expected this to be a much longer roadway map. This one's more of an L shape. And you get in contact quite nastily on this first bit. But once you're in the long range element you're expecting on a roadway map, the sniper strategy is going to pay off. Now I'm going to take me a free shot I've got here. What a shot! What an absolute shot with a 10% chance to crit too. Absolutely beautiful. And now, because the other floater fell back, we're probably quite safe to reload, but just to be safe we'll hunker.
Moving.
Just to be extra safe.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Now we wait for the other one to roll in.
¡Están retrocediendo!
Come on, come flank yourself. You know you want to die like your friends. No, he is hiding up there. We'll take the chance to cycle out our scout and infantry for the purposes of reloading safely.
Lista para atacar.
And get more steady aim shots on our snipers, which really made all the difference there, having the 100% shots. You literally can't fail at that point. It's a really good place to be.
What's making that noise?
Come on, baby, light my fire. He's scared.
Trying to pull back.
He's scared, but I think he's gonna come. Not yet, not yet. Alright, alright. You're still scared, I get that.
Headed there now.
That's fine, I'm gonna move my infantry back into position now.
Come get
In this way, we're minimizing the risk to our forward observers, while maximizing the gain from our snipers. Take as long as we want, there's no more meld on the map. We can wait him out for an hour if we have to.
Roger that.
But he will come. Floaters are aggressive little sons of bitches. He will come out.
Creo que
Just
por
as soon
aquí
as he
no
gets
estamos
over his
solos.
panic, he's gonna come out. At least I haven't met one yet that hasn't. You know, I kind of got to watch out for a launch here. Floaters are capable of launching and appearing anywhere on the map. So what I might want to do with my organ here is
Double time.
start racing him down. Now I know he hasn't launched yet because I can still hear him. But when I stop hearing that noise, I've got to start to get worried. So I'm going to bring organ down to this truck here. Keep his eyes on what's going on in this corner just to make sure the floater doesn't launch somewhere it shouldn't. Because that could be a nasty surprise. Alright, alright. Sounds like we've got floater moving up on the left there. And yet there he is. And you know what, you little son of a bitch? You're still fucking flanked.
I'm about to start keeping score.
Alright, now those snipers are pulling some weight. That's what we like to see. Now it's just sectoids left and sectoids can't launch. So, Organ, you've done a great job. Come on back. We're just going to have to engage the sectoids in a similarly safe way. Probably from here now. And we're going to pull the same bullshit with sniping them. Now where to position my snipers for this sectoid activation could be quite key. If I position here or even back here, because they're probably not going to get sight on me, I'm more likely to have a flank shot on them when they activate. If they're on this left side and they activate, they're not going to run to the right. I'm not going to have flanks on them anymore because they're going to be covered to me. But if I run my snipers to the left here, I'm prepared for their activation. They're likely to take cover to the right and the left. And I can make them do that more reliably based on how I activate them. That's going to let me get some nice little flank shots on them. For example, if I brought my scout around and activated from the front, they're likely to take positions that cover them from that front, obviously. And I'm not going to get any flank shots. But if I set up my snipers to exploit this flank, and I activate them from the right, they're much more likely to take positions like this bus. This bus is covered from the scout, but not from the snipers. They don't know that. And we're going to exploit that to maximum advantage. So we'll get our snipers in position first, and we'll reap the benefits later.
Good to go.
En guardia, por supuesto.
As long as there's not a pack down here, that would suck.
Moving to position. I'm on the move. Good to go.
What can you do during all of this, Organ? You can come cover.
Moving on target location.
Cover the snipers, because they're not going to have any cover.
En guardia, por supuesto.
Scanning.
But hopefully we should kill two of the little bastards before they even get to have a turn. Oh, they've moved now.
Creo que por aquí no estamos solos.
Now they've wandered. Now they might actually be on the right side still. Curious. It's important to understand exactly where they are in order to get the proper flanking bonuses. For now, I'll split one each side
Moving out.
to try and maximize my potential of getting at least one flank. But hopefully we're going to figure out which side they're on soon.
Position confirmed. Got it covered.
That's affirmative. Roger that.
Recibido. Estoy vigilando.
Alright, start moving up, Scout. Let's see what you can see.
Moving out.
Voy.
Solid copy. Roger that. Scanning.
En guardia, por supuesto.
Oh yeah, they've definitely moved to the right side now. We can move back to the cop car and still get flanks on them. That's good. That's good. It also means we want to engage from the left now. Keep them thinking they're safe in those positions. Let them take that cover, then boom. Lay them apart.
I'm on it, Commander.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Got it covered.
En guardia, por supuesto.
I mean, they're obviously patrolling around back there, so they're liable to move, but... let's see if we can move up now. Preferably through the left here. We don't want to activate them just yet if we can.
I'm on it, Commander.
If we can hit them from the left, it's going to make them that much more
Estoy en
flankable.
marcha.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Ojo y
Got my eyes
comandante.
on.
Yep, now they're going back left. If you've ever seen like one of those, you know, bank heist, cop robbery movies where the snipers are running around, like the SWAT snipers with their little black hats are running around on the rooftops to get a good angle, that's kind of like this. They're kind of just running around to get a good shot.
Heading to that location.
Alright, bring those boys around again. Sorry guys.
Location confirmed.
Saying sorry to my snipers, not you the viewer, but sorry to the viewers as well.
On the move. On Overwatch.
Explorando.
On Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
And now our positions are prepared.
¿Oís eso? Andando.
No contact yet? Alright.
Heading out.
No contact yet, alright. Next turn contact, I think. Yep, you're in good positions. Keep it up.
Come get some.
Explorando.
Overwatch.
Nope, and here we go. No, not quite. They're in the bus. They're actually in the bus. That's not actually good. We want them to get out of the bus, because if they're in the bus, they can't be shot. There's no rear window. But it does mean we can sneak up on them a little
Headed there
closer.
now.
Because that bus has no rear window.
Estoy en marcha.
Heading to that location.
Roger that. Scanning.
Explorando.
On Overwatch.
Okay. Still in the bus.
What's making that noise?
Still in the bus. Where have you gone now? Are you still in the bus? Where
Aye,
have you
aye,
gone?
Commander.
Bien. Explorando.
Got it covered.
Come get some.
I need to hear them. I need to hear where they've gone. Ah, they're not moving anymore. Maybe they heard me. Okay, there they are, there they are. Still in the bus.
What was that?
Movement, movement. Are they left now? Use your ears, listen out, stay alert.
I feel it.
Recibido. Te estoy vigilando.
Ah, sounds like right side now. If it is, it means I can move up on the left, no
Heading
problem.
out. Open fire!
Nope, 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 nope. Okay, problems. This is bad. Now we don't have flank shots or even visibility on these sectoids because we activated them from the wrong direction. We've got 70%, which I'll take, but we're going to have to fall back after that. Alright, clean up one of these guys for me, snipers. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Negative damage.
It's a 70%. Come on. You know what 270s make? 140%. I demand 140% out of you sons of bitches. Alright, alright. Get back in position.
Ya voy.
Just gonna have to play it out the hard way.
Moving.
Got it covered.
En guardia, por supuesto.
Alright, one is running up. He's got the SUV. Hopefully that was a dash. That was quite far. I don't want to take fire from him. One's mine melded in the back. Nice shot, infantryman. Well done. What are you going to do, buddy? Nothing. Love it. Love your work. Get fucked. You will die. Someone's going to hit you. There you go. Finish the job. I feel good about this one. Nah.
No, that is not good.
I lied to you. I just wanted to make it happen by saying I felt good about it.
Moving to position.
Alright. Keep on hiding. Keep on sniping. All they can really do to us at this point is psychically hit us, because our defense and hunker down won't stop their psychic attacks. But they ain't doing it, and this gas tank's already exploded, so hell, they can do what they want. Alright, we're running out of ammo on that front. We'll take a shot with one of the snipers. Nice job. And we're going to move our other sniper to be in a flanking shot on this rightmost sectoid.
Hauling ass. Come get some.
Continue hunkering. Continue living. When you've got the aliens engaged by your snipers at a range that they can't retaliate against the snipers, you're free to just use your spotters to constantly hunker and minimize the risks, and as long as you don't take so long that they can overwatch pin you while moving up and assaulting you and eventually flanking you, there's not a lot of danger against enemies without special abilities. Oh, you are going to say night night tonight, sectoid. I can't see. No wonder my sniper missed.
Negative damage. Running low on
Christ.
ammo.
Alright, at this point, he's getting quite close, but he's not going to be able to flank me. He's going to have to sit still and take another sniper shot. He just isn't quite close enough to flank me at this point. I could run the lightning reflexes, but why take the 5% chance of taking a wound when he's not going to be able to get close enough to shoot me point blank anyway? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
Roger that. Scanning.
Now, if he's crazy, he might dash down to me, and it sounds like he is indeed doing that. Yep. He thinks he's real smart getting that flank, am I right?
Watch the flank.
I got no fucking idea why he thinks that's smart. He's about to find out it isn't. But you know what? The snipers have been the stars, so let's see if they can pull it home. Hey, there you go.
Dead and gone.
Excellent work. All objectives complete.
And that is the rather anticlimactic end to Operation Black Summer. It was a real meat grinder hellhole of a mission in the start. And as they say, as you've been saying in the comments, and as I always said, not pride becomes before a fall, but the XCOM version of that. If you feel confident and complacent in XCOM, something is wrong. Wake up, because you're about to get slapped in the face. Which is exactly what happened to us when we went for those 2 meld canisters without being 100% sure that that back corner pocket was safe. But we made it through with no one dying by the grace of God and by the grace of some very good luck in the aliens missing some crucial shots against us. Let's get out of here, let's take our meld, and let's go home. Good lord, that was hell. But those snipers really pulled it out later on. They really made those engagements trivial. Alright, so let's survey the damage. Now, we've got off pretty bad with Kamikaze's wounds, but the nice thing about having specialists get wounded is you've got lots of specialists to replace them, so that's not so bad. Kung Tot's out for 7 days. That's an incredibly good roll on excuse me. That's an incredibly good roll on the wound, probably because of the ceramic plate. Having that extra bit of armor means Kung Tot there only took 1 piece of damage, 1 wound, and the rest was taken by his armor. And then Organ taking very nasty hits to get those rockets off, but miraculously somehow making it through with only 12 days. And that's quite good because Organ is the Lance Corporal. He's one of the people who actually has, you know, half a clue of what to do, so it's good that he's not out of rotation for a long time. Nice promotions, which is always good to come back to after a mission. Now boy, after a mission like that, you'd think, hell, Gunslinger is probably what you want to go for. Imagine if we had Gunslinger on our sniper pistols in that situation. But I find Gunslinger for Sniper is really the exception rather than the rule, especially because later on I take Snapshot anyway, and then they're able to move and engage with their sniper rifles. Gunslinger's a good perk, and it's still a good perk in Long War even with the changes to pistols, but you know, for my money, there's so many good spots that a sniper uses that are half cover, and low profile really puts it over the edge into 45 defense territory. And that's not even so powerful because, you know, in Long War half cover has been made to be 30 defense. It's quite powerful now. It's not bad at all, but just simply having more defense than the rest of the squad means the sniper is going to get targeted less because he's a less juicy target because of the higher defense. So having low profile, even though half cover is perfectly fine, means that your sniper is going to get targeted less. And that's very important for your sniper. So, you know, I'm going to take it, I'm going to continue to say Gunslinger is the exception rather than the rule for snipers. There's situations where you'll wish you had it, of course, but I think in general, low profile has served me much better. I'm going to keep picking that for my snipers. And then, it's the same for Kungtot. Brought back 10 meld, not bad for an April haul. Few fragments, a lot of corpses, always good. And Brazil's happy with me. Thanks. Glad you're happy, Brazil.
Remember, we will be watching.
Let me review my roster after that one. It's yeah, so I mean our roster's still looking pretty happy. We have got lots of okay, well we've got 1 gunner. We've still got 2 gunners left in rotation to replace him. Cell's going to be back on soon in 4 days, so that's 3 gunners, that's fine. We could then make Renzol into a Rocketeer to supplement the fact that we don't have many Rocketeers. It's looking fine. We have got a lot of Scout potentials. We've got a lot of Engineer Medics, which we could roll into a random class. Maybe get some more Rocketeers and Gunners out of that. Lots of Infantry and Assaults. Roster's still looking pretty good. So let's carry on here. All good? All good? I can't remember what I was doing last time I played Live and Impossible campaign. Was I doing anything important? Scopes. I've got 4 scopes. Don't need satellites. I don't build those shivs. I wait for alloy. Nothing to build. Officer training school is coming. I'll need to save my money for that. Oh, and beam lasers is a day from popping. That's probably what I'm saving my money for. Oh, beautiful beam lasers are going to be so great. Okay, let's do it. Let's get beam going.
We've got a large contact and it's coming in fast. We're going to have a difficult time keeping up with this one.
Oh my god, it's a troop ship. Oh no. Oh no, it's an April troop ship. These always... Oh no, I always pay for these. Oh, I shouldn't do it. Oh, I shouldn't do it, but I want to do it so bad because it would put me so ahead if I could do it. This is such an agonizing choice. I know that son of a bitch is going to land and it's going to dare me to assault it. And if I back down, what kind of a man am I? But god, those missions are tough to go on. And all my A-team is... I'd have to fatigue my entire A-team to have a chance. But the rewards would be massive. Absolutely massive. No good Rocketeers to take. Oh, it'd be difficult, but the rewards. That's a tough one. Well, let's let it land, I guess.
Contact detected.
Oh, good god. What you are looking at here is a landed supply barge / troop transport. These when you read the Long War description and you read that not all missions are meant to be winnable, this is what they're talking about. They're talking about these ones that come and land. These are definitely on the far side of winnable, but they are winnable. Abductors are of course much easier, but they are winnable. They're just very difficult. You're going to be facing a pod of 5 outsiders with a 20 health outsider with like 110 aim and ready for anything as a perk. You're going to be facing roaming patrols of chrysalids moving around the ship. You're going to be facing roaming patrols of floaters. There's probably going to be mutons on it because it's a troop ship, even though it's early April. But if we manage to pull it off, we're going to bring home a lot of flight computers, a lot of power supplies, a lot, and I mean a lot, of alien alloys, Illyrium, fragments, corpses. We would be set for life if we could pull this mission off. And by God, it would be a big boost for my ego if I could show everybody how these are actually possible in April. What a difference a week makes. If I had beam lasers, I'd go on this in a heartbeat. Beam lasers is the real timing for getting one of these. What kind of a man am I if I don't try, though? At the very least, try, play defensive, and if it goes bad, we fall back and we get out of there. Oh, it's just going to be tough. Come on, let's do it then. Let's do it.
Contact detected.
I'm gonna have to fatigue all my best troops, but by God, it'll be worth it. I swear it'll be worth it. Alright. We haven't even got 7 soldiers yet. To make this work, we're gonna have to do something different. It's not gonna be enough to simply take our A-team when we've only got 6 troops and no beam lasers. It really isn't gonna be enough to just say, this'll do. It's not gonna do. We're gonna have to go with something really off the wall, something really strange. Something I haven't tried before. What could we do? We could take a shitload of assaults, run and gun shotgun the fuck out of the outsiders. But even then, I don't think we're gonna have enough shotgun damage to wear through all those outsiders at once. We could take 1, 2, 3 snipers and play the long distance game as best as we can. We could do a mix of the two. Long distance game is probably going to work on a lot of the pods, but it's not going to work for shit on the chrysalids. And the outsiders are liable to just regen through the damage. The smoking gun would be to go max rockets, but we don't have the rockets to do that. I'd go all engineers, but they're all going to be specialist engineers, and without sapper, those grenades are going to underperform a lot. Although, if those outsiders pack together enough, 6 AP grenades will do some nice damage to it, and that's going to be 6 shotguns to deal with the chrysalids. Maybe all engineers isn't the worst idea you've ever heard of. I don't know, you're going to have to give me a second to think about this. Give me a second. Alright, this is the best I've got. Take a look. I told you we're going to need to go for some kind of gimmick. Some kind of edge to pull off on the aliens to make this one work for us if we have any hope. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the greatest edge you have in humanity's basic ballistic arsenal against a mission of this caliber is the shotgun. The shotgun outperforms every other weapon in the ballistic tier by a landslide. 4 to 8 damage base, critical damage 8 to 11 with a 20% crit. The only downside is its short engagement range, but if we play smart, we can nullify that. Now, I'm going so crazy, I'm going to be putting shotguns on my infantry, not just assaults. And in fact, in this case, infantry shotguns may be better. I'll tell you why. We're not playing a flanking game when we go on a troop ship. The troop ship does not have easy flanks to make. It is not at all a flanking game. The troop ship is a mission of taking good ground, holding it until patrols pass into you, and then cleaning up the mess. Run and gun ain't gonna do me a lot of good. In fact, the only reason I'm bringing in an assault is because A, they've got gunslinger, that helps, but B, because they've got close combat specialist, and that can really save your life when a chrysalid pod runs into close combat with you. Other than that, I've got 2 infantry I'm bringing. I'm fatiguing Volatile just to bring them on this mission. I'm fatiguing quite a few of my troops. If you check, I'm fatiguing Frag, Fugelman, Drake, Medvay, and even my specialist TAC Volatile's getting fatigued to go on this one. We're focusing on the shotguns here. Infantry shotgun is not as bad as you think. 2 shotgun shots at close range is better than 1 shotgun shot at close range. When a chrysalid pod surrounds you, and you've got infantry with 2 shotgun shots per unit, that's a real edge. I'm going to have 4 shotgun shots to take down those chrysalids on these 2 soldiers alone. That's a lot of buckshot, and that should hopefully get me out of trouble there against those Chrissy pods. Now as for the rest of the map, the main thing I'm worried about is the 5-man outsider pod. How the hell are we going to deal with that? I've tried to think of everything. I thought, what if I take all engineers? Not good enough, they're specialists. They're not going to blow up cover when I need them to because they haven't got sapper, and they're not going to do the damage I need them to do with APs. Renzol is my answer to that. I'm going to bring 1 Rocketeer here. 1 single Rocketeer. He's a specialist, he's not going to be very good. I haven't got any other options. This is my single cover destroying unit for those situations where I'm stuck in a horrible everything's gone wrong situation and I need the big boss outsider's tree blown up so everyone can take exposed shots at him and win the mission. Renzol is quite literally our ace in the sleeve for dealing with that endgame situation. But as for the rest of our plan, we want to get into tight urban close quarters, well not urban, but tight close quarters inside the confines of the caboose of the ship. That's the real gold standard room for us. We're going to get in there, set up good positions, watching the doorways, and then wait for patrols to pass into us. Hopefully we can do that without getting too many losses or being hit. If we're capable of doing that, we'll probably try and kite the outsider pod all the way back to that close quarters room, stay as defensive as we can so we don't get taken out, and then when they're close enough, bring out the shotguns and, you know, do our best. It's really going to come down to 70-80% shotgun shots on the infantry. It's going to come down to needing the crit. It's going to come down to how well we can string the outsider pod out, separate them from each other through kiting them over long distances. And finally, we're bringing 1 gunner. We're bringing Medvay because A, the machine gun is useful against chrysalids because of its high base damage. It's better than a rifle. B, there's probably going to be floaters on the mission. You need something that can deal with floaters, especially ones that are sitting at long range. Shotguns aren't going to help you there, especially if we get caught out in the open before we get into the caboose of the ship. A gunner with flush is going to prove invaluable in suppressing or dealing with those enemies, and hopefully that gunner can work with the carbine on the Rocketeer to really bring in some high accuracy shots on otherwise unhittable enemies. But we're not bringing a medic, there's no room. I'd love to have a medic because Terra troop ship missions are just such long, horrible slogs, and people are going to get wounded and we're going to wish we had medkits, but I can't afford to bring a medic on this lineup. I just cannot. I need all this killing power. I need those double shots on the infantry. I need it. Yeah, I mean, that's really all there is to say. Let me fast forward you through all the boring item stuff, and let's get this show on the road. Alright, so this is what we're looking at for items. I'm trying to make up for the fact that there's no medic by bringing additional med kits on the troops, as you can see. You're not seeing a lot of ceramic plates except for the Scout. That's because we're going up against enemies like these outsiders who are most likely gonna kill in one shot anyway. You know, if they catch us in an area where they're critting. Also, because I need the med kits more than I need ceramic. And finally, usually I take ceramic to lower wound time. Hell, if I can pull this mission off, these guys can be in sickbay for as long as they want. It's gonna be worth it. I have taken a ceramic on Fugelman because the outsider can get ready for anything and have really good aim. So that's going to be a really nasty Overwatch to break, and she's going to need all the health she can get if she has to break that Overwatch with her face. Scopes on Medvay, Frag, Drake, and Renzol. Rocketeers always get your scope for the higher accuracy on the rocket. This is for Close Combat Specialist. When Close Combat Specialist procs, I want her to have very accurate shots with it because it might be the difference between life or death. Frag, same thing. He's going to be taking Opportunist level shotgun shots. He's going to be taking my 2 most powerful shotgun shots because of his high accuracy. I want the scope on him to make sure those shots are doing the most they possibly can. Medvay, the scope helps flush, and he's going to be floater killer number 1. So that scope's really going to help out there. We've taken a few flashbangs to hopefully deal with either runaway floater pods, potential April mutons, or, and here's where I'm really thinking they're going to come in handy, is dealing with those outsiders. I think that's where they're really going to make themselves useful, is delaying the outsiders long enough with these flashbangs. They go on the infantry in particular because the infantry can shoot with the shotgun and still flashbang, which in close quarters could save somebody's life. I'm not going to lie to you guys, this is going to be really tough, but something deep and primal inside me won't let me back down from at least trying this mission. We've got to keep ourselves reasonable and in a sober enough state of mind to pull back if things get unwinnable. But until that point, we're just going to have to play in a defensive fashion that leaves us with a firm fallback route to the LZ if we pull too many pods at once. But hopefully we're going to siege this one out, and we're going to bring back a big haul of swag and a big load of shit for XCOM. Real good shit. But before I do, let me make one last change. Alright, now that's more like it. If you're ready for the thunder, then I guess I am. Let's go ahead and hit launch. Let's bring that bucket of swag and loot and alien bodies home. Let's do it.
Strike 1. Prepare for landing.
The area of engagement for this mission will be in India. The alien craft set down in a remote area. Securing the site is our top priority. As always, we should eliminate any remaining hostiles in the area.
Well, when it rains it pours. This is easily the hardest of the troop ship maps. You don't have any external cover. It's landed in a river gorge. There's no trees or anything. You've got rocks, logs. There isn't even a rock log. You've just got them sparsely separated out there. This is pretty much the toughest map we could have got for this. There's not even any forest to skulk around in. We're just going to have to go straight into that caboose and do the best we can. Join me next time for Operation Crimson Summer, and let's hope this isn't our last one. See you then.